And double checking again, there was a tutorial that I had talked a lot about. I did it twice, once with a fridge and second with this blackboard you see here using Celiana's technique. And you don't see it up because I screwed up both times. I'll be getting back to that though, so don't you worry too much about that. What I'm going to be covering today is another add-on tutorial, and that's how to change the color of the hairs. Now there's two ways you can do it. Both are very easy to do. There's a bump on my leg. Ouch. It's gonna bug me for a while. But I digress. So first, we're going to go and find something we can rip apart. I'm going to go into characters, and I'm going to find us a nice little character with a hair to rip. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to get a good look at these babies to find a hair we'll like to use for our own. I think I'll work on getting that hat off at some point. Ooh, maybe this one? Sort of already kinda got a hair like that, but you could look at it. It's a possibility. I just ripped this hair off. Maybe Natalie's? Natalie? I definitely like this one. And, let's see. Oh, look at that! It's got the chickens and the butterflies. Is that all there is? There's everybody else. Oh, here we go, people. Maybe we can find something in here we can rip off. We could make a little old lady. Isn't she just adorable? Adorable little old lady. I'm actually partially inclined to rip the bunny girl's hair. Or we could just go the cool route and just take this hair. Could make a Darla Dimple with it. Hey, why not? I can do this stuff in more than 5 minutes or seconds. I'm thinking maybe this hair, because it's cute and reasonable. I'll take that and you make it bangs out of it. Little chubby kids. Santa baby. I'd rip that to make it into an outfit, and you could have your own characters be little Santa peoples. Go back to that. Let's see. Yeah, screw it. We'll take this hair. So, people 6. Gonna zoom in, and we're going to select her sprite, most of her anyway. We'll just select all the Sprite. Actually, let me look. Actually, you know what? I think I'll select the red Sprite. Might be easier to select. Copy. Nope, wrong one. And we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna paste her in. We're gonna zoom in a little bit, and we're gonna move her up a little bit just so I can see what the heck I'm doing. I think I might rip that outfit too. Looks like I make a really nice coat. Comfy outerwear coat. Anywho, we're gonna hide the braids temporarily that I was working on them before and had just uploaded. And let's see, I'm still recording, right? Okay, I'm still recording. That's very good. And we're gonna right click and hit color range. And we're gonna start selecting all the hair colors. From the darkest to the lightest. Hit OK. And that's also selected some stuff we didn't want, but that's okay. We'll just copy it. It seems I forgot some stuff. Curses. Let's see, let's try this again. And then we'll cut it. Oh my. Maybe I can change the preferences to preserve transparency. Maybe that's what's got me in the mess in the first place. I don't know. Criminy, maybe I should have stuck with it. Well, one way to find out. Let's delete the layer. Let's try this again and see if we have any better luck. Oops. We'll zoom back in. And we'll start deleting everything that we don't need. Now we'll zoom in again. So we gotta make sure we get every little last bit that we don't need. Leaving in some of it to help with the detail of the little pigtail braids at the back of the Sprite. Dang it. Haha, take that. Let's see, oh. You gotta be careful when you drag across because you might actually be lopping off part of the top of the head of a Sprite too. Actually, I'll just do the one row of hair for right now just to save my brain. Because don't worry, we can flip it around so we can still have the second row of hair. You would just copy, paste, and then flip it. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Just gotta get all this good stuff. I'm really happy that my other alt key doesn't work because my finger is just hovering over it. And now we can select clear. And that'll get rid of nearly all of what we didn't want. So We now gotta select, oh, actually, let's see here. Whoa, what did I do? I'll delete that piece, and then we'll go back up to here and clear once more. And let's see it. Looks like I accidentally got rid of a couple of things, so we can just go quickly add that back. This back, this back, this back, and this back. Just so that the braids have that feeling of actually being braids. And we'll zoom back out. Oh, well, maybe not that far out. And let's see. I've also got, not that hair. Alright, here we go. This is another hair I exported previously. Well, yeah, exported previously. And it's basically going to be our color reference and placement reference. So you're going to want the hair to fit as snugly as you can get it within the other hair. Like so. You may have to zoom in really far like I have, because it likes to be a tool like that. Now, if you need to, you can go Control U while you're still on the layer of whatever hair you're doing, and we can desaturate it. Or you can oversaturate it to make it even more obvious, which is actually more than likely the better option, since if you desaturate it, you may accidentally make it so it's harder to select areas. So I'm going to go all the way to saturation. You can do either or, it's all up to you. Let me see here a second. Right. And I'm going to gonna zoom in, I'm gonna start erasing. Because this is where we make the hairline. Actually, I'll leave that in. And we'll take away the color reference and take a look. And it doesn't look too bad. Let's erase these right here. And let's see again. And actually, given how they look, I just actually get rid of that extra layer. Anyway. Yeah, that's much better. And we'll just keep repeating the process for all the different hairs. And I'm starting to think I'm goofing. Yep, totes goofed. And there we are. There's that, and then do-do-do-do. So now I've got our ear areas done. Now I've got to go back and redo what I've erased because I was an idiot. No, dang it. Now my ear itch is fabulous. I didn't put fire up. Oh, now I feel really stupid. Alright. I'm gonna do it again, take a secondary look, and it looks like we've got it alright. Now we'll do the same thing down here. And we're going to erase this dark area. We can't have anything that goes past the edge of where our hair is, because that's where we're going to have the hair, or at least the, okay. Should go back further in that image. Nope. Great. Because the hairline is mainly there so that the bangs will look fine. You don't have to worry about that. That's what the front hair in the generator is for. That gives us our bangs. Let me see here. I'll close that out. Nope. We're not saving this mama Jenna. So reason. There it is. Back here, you. Copy. I'm gonna get me a reference up in here. Put that underneath here. Just to make sure things are going as they should. So that's a little funny. I actually like that more. Seems more Pippin Longstocking style. I'm zoom down. Can I move over? Please? Please? I'm gonna do what I want. Maybe put that one back. And we'll do the same again. Talkat, Talkat, he's the leader of the gang. Childhood. Sorry. It looks so weird and kind of plain and creepy-esque. I've only got myself to blame though, 'cause I'm erasing everything. Nope. Let's go to here and oh nope. And I'm gonna zoom out. And thankfully the back doesn't need any work, so we don't have to even touch it. So now we're just going to copy, paste, and then shift this baby around. But I gotta do that manually because I did something that took it away. And of course you need to have them be in the same area as their counterparts below them, or above them, depending on which layer you delete. Oops. Pardon. Alright. Now looking at the color reference, everything's in the place it should be, because whenever I import the color reference, I do not touch it, I don't move it whatsoever, because it serves as the first reference for placing and, just said a little while ago, hairline, there we go. And now we don't need, the base anymore. Oh dear, that's what that is. Yep. Now then, hit Control E to merge layers together, just so you know. And I'm going to move the hair that we're going to be working on above the reference line, because if you don't, it turns into a really big mess. So we're going to count. I'm going to count anyway, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are 5 in this layer, so we can use the darkest layer to overwrite the black in this instance. So we're going to color range, select the little black dots, hit OK. Going to select the darkest tone of the brown. Going to edit and fill. Hit OK. There we go. Now we're just going to do that process over and over again. Okay. Select the next darkest. Edit. Fill. Okay. Next darkest layer. Color range. Dark orange. Okay. Select this one. Edit. Fill. Okay. And as you can see, it's literally taking on more of that tone as it should. Now we're going to do color range once more. And you just do it till you fill out the hair, going from darkest to lightest, because believe me, you will lose track going the other way around. Or maybe you won't. Maybe it'll work better for you. I just get easily confused. And the very last hair tone, color range, select all that nice weird looking orange, select the brown, lightest shade, and fill it. And okay. Just make sure to have it set to fill with the foreground color. And we can zoom out and get a look at how it looks. And I'd say it looks pretty dang spiff. And we just place it back over that one, and then we repeat the same process with the other hair, or with the rest of the hair colors anyway. Oh dear. Let me see here. And delete. Oh, nope. Nope. I'm going to clear that, because if I try to cut it, it's going to mess me up. And hit B. Oh dear. Well. Oh well. It's not that big of a deal, because you can do the same thing with any of the hair tones. Yeah, including black. I just prefer using all the other colors because I guess it's the hue and saturation. But, hang on. If I could zoom in. Actually, yeah, with this black, you would be more than likely to, but it. Yeah. Oh, come on now. Let me move freely. I want to move freely. I'm a free person. Let me move. Control A, copy and V. That second layer in there. It would work, but if you try to do it, right, control. Let me control you again. I guess it ultimately depends on the type of hair you're working with, because sometimes the shading will be a bit off. Because I had that happen a few times with some of the hairs I was working on before. After ripping them from a Sprite, they didn't look exactly right after doing the whole hue and saturation thing. So I would definitely recommend using the color range and then fill option, since I've had far less trouble with it and the colors actually match instead of hoping they match. I hope this has been helpful to anyone that was curious on how to do this. And you can do the same process with some of the XP Sprite hairs as well. Just be very careful, because the XP Sprite is still quite significantly larger than the VX Sprite, so they will need a little bit of shrinkage, like this hair did. Which, for those of you that know a lot of the RPG Maker games, can recognize this hair. It's so cute and adorable. And it looks quite nice on the VX sprites. It still needs a decent pair of bangs, but it's still lovely and I love it. So, again, TTFN everybody, and I'll see you all next time.